Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Thursday, June 1st, 2023. The suspect in a hit-and-run injury collision was later arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence of drugs. On Monday at around noon, County Sheriff's deputies responded to a report of a traffic collision near the intersection of Encilia Avenue and El Paseo Drive in 29 Palms. Deputies arrived at the scene and say they found a vehicle with substantial damage to the front and its airbag deployed. The driver of the vehicle was transported to a hospital by county fire paramedics. While the scene of the collision was being investigated, a concerned citizen called 911 saying that they were following a vehicle that fled the scene of the accident. Deputies say they were able to locate a vehicle matching the description provided by the caller near the area of Morongo Road and 2 Mile Road, and that the vehicle had extensive damage consistent with the victim's vehicle. Deputies report that they conducted a traffic stop on the vehicle and identified its driver as Jason Paul Lamato, a 45-year-old resident of Joshua Tree. According to deputies, Lamato was under the influence of drugs and driving on an expired license. Jason Paul Lamato was arrested for investigation into felony hit and run with injuries and driving under the influence of drugs and booked into the West Valley Detention Center. Anyone with information related to this investigation is asked to contact the Morongo Basin Station at 760-366-4175. The newly remodeled and expanded Morongo Basin Historical Museum's grand opening is this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 632 Landers Lane in Landers. The public is invited to the opening, which follows a 6-month beautification project and will unveil new exhibits and attractions that showcase the history and culture of our Morongo Basin. The museum's transformation has been made possible by volunteers at the nonprofit Morongo Basin Historical Society. Reporter Mike Lipsitz has more on Saturday's free landmark opening.
Discover 17 new and restored exhibits, each showcasing a unique aspect of the region's history, from the Veterans and SA Mining offices and Bobcat exhibits to the showcased Giant Rock Integratron experience. There's an authentic Jackrabbit homestead cabin, native plant garden, apiary, general store, and retro kitchen exhibits. Landers' original post office tells the story of early communication here. A 1950s Dalton travel trailer exhibit showcases the iconic recreational vehicles of the era. There's more, a lot more. The museum is destined to become a treasure trove of historical knowledge and a hub for community engagement. Open Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, the museum is operated by volunteers at the Morongo Basin Historical Society. More information at mbhistoricalsociety.org. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Mike Lipsitz.
The Morongo Basin Healthcare District Board of Directors meets in regular session tonight to consider outreach and marketing efforts as well as financial issues. The board will also field public comment at this open meeting. Tonight's meeting begins at 6 p.m. and will be held at the district's Yucca Valley office, located at 6530 La Contenta Avenue, Suite 400. To attend this meeting online, see a link at this story at Z107.7fm.com. The High Desert Nature Museum is opening a new interactive exhibit tomorrow titled Abracadabra Everyday Magic. Online news editor Robert Hayden appears in a flash of light and smoke with the information.
The interactive family-friendly exhibit at the High Desert Nature Museum opens on Friday and will be on display until early August. It explores what may appear to be magic, but can be explained through the principles of math and science. There are 5 different stations at the interactive exhibit that let you and your family perform classic magic tricks like pulling a rabbit out of a hat or learning and performing card trick magic. You can explore the magic that exists all around us and some science-based experiments, and change your perspective by seeing your image distorted by funhouse mirrors and colored lights as you experiment with optical illusions. Admission is free. You can visit highdesertnaturemuseum.org for more info. That's hidesertnaturemuseum.org. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Robert Hayden.
A very unique, very local, tongue-in-cheek look back at the politics of Joshua Tree will be featured on this week's Z107.7 Up Close show with Gary Daigneault. Musician and activist Steve Lester has been chronicling local issues for over 30 years. His new album, Our Children's World, 30 Years of Protest Songs from Joshua Tree, has just been released. Join Lester and Daigneault this Friday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. as they talk about the issues and play cuts from the album. June is LGBTQ plus Pride Month, and the Morongo Basin is celebrating with a long list of events on 2 weekends, June 16th through 18th and June 23rd through 25th. Reporter Hillary Sloan gives us a preview of what you can expect for High Desert Pride.
The High Desert Pride festivities include a long list of events and parties that begin on June 16th to June 18th and start again on June 23rd to the 25th. Enjoy dance parties, teas, art, communal gatherings, hoedowns, and pride-filled shops. Reveal a hidden talent at an open mic and indulge in good food with friends. Look for the complete listing of events on Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Hillary Sloan.
And finally, if you have a furry friend that needs to be spayed, neutered, vaccinated, or microchipped, the nonprofit Animal Action League has low-cost services available today from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at their Joshua Tree office, located at 62762 29 Palms Highway. To set an appointment, call 760-366-1100. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear news happening, let us know about it. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z1077 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmetz.